Friday morning, when I woke up, there was an SMS from the principal of the school to all of the teachers in the school, letting us know what had happened. And obviously we were shocked. We were shaken to the depths of our soul. 2 of the 3 boys who were abducted study in the high school where I teach, and one of them was my English student 2 years ago, Naftali. And when you know them, when you can put a face on them, and you know them personally, it's even more devastating. And we know that the whole country is praying, the whole country is devastated by this story. But the closer that you are, as each concentric circle moves closer to the people, closer to the boys, it's even that much more difficult. And this particular boy, Naftali, I remember him being a very quiet student, very gifted student, did his work, has the sweetest smile. And this whole school, it's a very special school. It's a school that was created many years ago by Rabbi Adin Steinsaltz, who's very well known, a world-renowned scholar. He has an elementary school, he has a school for older men, and this is the yeshiva high school. And the spirit in the school is incredible, a spirit filled with faith. When times are good and we aren't in the midst of this ongoing situation, they're full of song, dance. I've been teaching there 5 years. They're the kind of boys who will sing and dance at the drop of a hat. If I'd walk into class and say that I had a daughter's wedding or a grandson's brit milah, circumcision, they would literally get up on the tables, first very carefully taking off the holy books, and then they would dance on the tables, dance in the aisles. They're full of love, they're full of spirit. And right now, obviously it's not just the students who are dealing with this, but we, the teachers, who love these students so much. And we are praying also for our security forces, because what they're doing is putting their own lives on the line in order to leave no stone unturned to bring these precious boys home.
Were the 3 of them students of the school, of the same school?
2 of them are from the high school, and a 3rd is from a school in the Kiryat Arba, Hebron area. And they, I guess, met by chance at this bus stop. We don't know, nobody knows the exact details of the kidnapping itself. Were they forced into the car? Were they fooled into thinking that it was safe to get into the car? We just don't know.
And how did this affect the other students?
The school is a very strong school when it comes to, like I said, when it comes to faith, when it comes to belief, when it comes to prayer. Obviously, there are many meetings with the Rosh Yeshiva, with the head of the school, with the individual teachers. And the students they're boys, they're trying to keep a stiff upper lip. Perhaps if it were a girls' school, they would be crying all the time. We've seen photographs of them and films of them crying in prayer. They're trying to help each other get through this.
And how is this affecting your feeling of security in Israel?
Even though this is closer to me, we always are living on the edge. Every day is a miracle, because you never know. I have 2 daughters who are married and live in the Negev. One of them lives in an area where she has had to run in the middle of the night to a bomb shelter, she and her husband, with their 3 little children, when they heard a siren of an incoming rocket. They finally, out of their own money, because there's no funding for it, built a security room, a concrete protected security room, and that is the children's bedroom. And the children are safe there, and if they hear a siren now, the parents just have to run into the bedroom and close the special window against any possible shattering. But that's the way so that's where they live in the Negev. There were people who, up north, Sometimes they're under bombardment from the Lebanese side. Every day that we live safely is a good day. We are happy to be here. I still would not change this for any other place in the world. This is my land. These are my people. And we believe that we will get through difficult times as well as enjoying the good times.
But what is your belief? Are they alive? Are they not alive?
I believe they are alive. The Army says that they are operating on the assumption that they are alive. And we can only pray that that is true.
Are you changing your ways? Are you changing your habits because of the kidnapping?
I very seldom hitchhike. I am usually the one who is picking up hitchhikers. And I've always been careful about picking up hitchhikers because that could also be a danger if someone gets in your car who is a terrorist. For example, I never take strange adult men in my car. If I don't know them, I don't give them rides. I've done that for a very long time, so that's not something that has to change. We have to be vigilant. We have to always be vigilant.
Do you feel like what is failing is the sense of deterrence of Israel? The deterrence of Israel that is now lower somehow?
I think we also have to look at the positive side. For example, there have been more than 100 attempts at kidnapping. And unfortunately, this one slipped under the radar. But think of all those attempts that were foiled. So we aren't told every time that a terrorist attack is foiled. We aren't told every time a terrorist attack is stopped before it happens. We know that the vast majority of the time it is stopped. I have a great deal of faith in our Army, in our police force. I know that the government, obviously, their goal is to keep all of us alive and well. And unfortunately, sometimes these things happen.
Oh.
I would like to ask that the entire world join us in prayer that Naphtali, Gilad, and Ayal, our beloved boys, are returned to us soon. Thank you. We're not talking about just one incident. This is actually a war between civilizations. It's a war between a life that believes in life, democracy, growing up, being healthy, being safe, and a different side, people who have a culture of death and murder. This is a war between civilizations, and that's what the Western world needs to understand.